Greetings, curious concerns of visitors and fellow subscribers. This is ERich935 from Gamerz, charging you with joy. And sorry for the loud noise in the background there for a moment. The washing machine's on. I'm in my room, and it's right next to where all the cleaning stuff is. Also, you probably may have noticed I'm in a new place. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I thought maybe I'd actually get this little update out for you people regarding a few things going on with the channel on my end of things, as well as a few other things that may be coming on in the future. Again, as you people can probably tell, I'm in a completely new place, and the process of moving in has been a little bit hectic, but ever since, fuck you, Twitter. But anyway, as I was saying before, it's been a little bit hectic ever since we were moving in, and I haven't really gotten that much time to doing a lot of recording recently, especially with getting a new microphone, because my last microphone died out on me because the wires shorted out, because I have no fucking idea how it's been, but the wire's been shorted out for a little while now, but I think now it's finally starting to take full effect. And you gotta blame a lot of things going on with moving, but then again, I've had that thing for a few years, but as such, I have a completely new microphone in hand, or on desk in a sense, because a lot of new things have come along here. But now that everything's finally in place, I believe it's finally time I kind of bring a little bit up to speed on what I'm going to be doing later on in the future. I am going to be continuing the Metal Gear series as well. I still have one other episode I recorded from the old house, and I'm going to be recording a few others later on this week, as well as some more episodes for Armed with Wings Rearmed, and maybe something new in the lineup. And of course, and there's also a little bit of information regarding Broforce, which isn't necessarily good news. Like, you know, you gotta give the news, as if otherwise you're gonna confuse people. The next Broforce episode is going to be cancelled, not necessarily because of the fact that me and Brownie aren't really interested in doing it anymore. In fact, we've been really wanting to continue this series for a while, but a lot of technical issues came on our end. When we were recording, we had a ton of issues with connection problems, and in editing issues. The audio on Brownie's end, fuck you, Twitter! The audio that came in on Brownie's end was playing a lot later than what it did on his camera footage, as well as a lot of the other visual effects that were kind of going on in the gameplay. It was freezing a few times. It was just a big cluttered mess, and I just felt like this really can't be done, in a sense. So, unfortunately, Broforce Episode 3 is going to be cancelled, and the series will be discontinued as of this point. However, in its place, I decided to come up with a completely brand new concept for JCG, known as JCG's Deathmatch Arcade. And it's a little bit of a thing... Twitter! It's a little thing I came up with before after thinking a little bit about how future co-op experiences for JCG in the future can go along, or at least multiplayer experiences, because I really want to be able to have all the members of JCG gather together and be able to have grand old time, even if we're arguing against each other, calling each other dumb buckets. I don't know why people call each other dumb buckets here. So today, while I was doing a little bit of some concepting on how the intro went, here's the final concept. So yeah, that's what the whole intro is going to be, but I think it's time I discuss about what Deathmatch Arcade is going to be like. Deathmatch Arcade is where 2 or more members of JCG will gather together to play a game in which they fight against each other to the death, at least in-game. We don't want to kill each other. We want to charge you with joy, and killing each other would not be joyful. I mean, it could be joyful, but you'd be fucking insane if you did that. What the fuck? Another few differences in this compared to the previous experiences with Broforce is that there will be no webcams. There will be no webcams for Deathmatch Arcade. Second off, we'll have a little layout in which at the sides there will be a little caption showing off a few little gags going on whenever we do something funny during the gameplay, as well as on the top a little scoreboard for points gathered for every one of these little things. It may be a little confusing, but once the first video comes out, you'll come to a little bigger understanding as to what I'm talking about. As to when we plan on doing these videos, I expect maybe we could probably do these videos at least once a month. If not that, we can always do it once every other month to make it simpler on ourselves, because this is something that will require a lot of editing, and I will be the one editing this series, of course. It's definitely going to be interesting. I really am looking forward to the concept, and I would really like to get maybe one out this month, in a sense. maybe have more members join us, or maybe just me and Brownie, or me and Kotlo, or maybe even Brownie and Kotlo, or Brownie and Kib, or anybody to say the least. We want to find numerous amounts of ways to charge you people with joy, and this series is definitely going to probably fill that gap. So that's all I really wanted to do in this update. Really sorry there wasn't really much to talk about in this sense, but thought I'd keep you up to date on what was going on with Broforce, what's going to be happening with it, as well as some insight onto what's going to happen later on with Deathmatch Arcade. And I really hope you stick around for that, because I think it's going to be a heck of a lot of fun to watch, a heck of a lot of fun to do, a heck of a lot of fun to make, a heck of a lot of fun to heck of a lot of fun. I just made that up, and I feel like I'm stupid with it. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Again, I'm very sorry there wasn't really much to discuss in this video. I'm sorry there wasn't really that much. I thought maybe I'd get at least some video out to make up for the fact that there wasn't a Broforce video. The next episode of Metal Gear will be coming out next week, as well as a lot of other stuff going on later on in the future, and hopefully we can get this little Deathmatch Arcade thing down and underway. Who knows when it may come out? I don't know. Maybe you don't know. Nobody knows. Time constraints. So anyway, if you like this update, please be sure to give it a like, and also put down a comment in the comment section below on anything you would like to see from us in the future. Hey, give us some little suggestions on what we could do for Deathmatch Arcade. It'll definitely really help us out, because hey, a lot of us really want to go even further out. A lot of us really want to give new games a try, and your suggestion could really help us out with that. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, of course, put some comments down there below. Hey, maybe even give us some suggestions on Twitter or any other social media you're on. I don't know. And of course, if you people want to be even more charged with joy, please be sure to subscribe to the channel for more, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter as well. Till then, ladies and gentlemen, this has been ERich935 from Joy Charge Gamers, with a little update as well as some other stuff coming on in the future. See you all next time. Farewell!